Welcome home, Bitcoin truth seekers. It is Monday, September 12th, 2022. It's 12:17 p.m. here in the Arizona desert. The week has started and things are looking, I think, kind of hopeful, interesting at least. BitcoinDailyView.com got more for you there. Things I mentioned and indicators I use and such, you'll find them all at BitcoinDailyView.com. Looking at FinViz here, well, today the market opened. Well, I should say the U.S. indices, the ones that we tend to care about, really. The Dow, the Nasdaq, and the S&P 500, especially the S&P 500, opened in the green. It kind of pumped. It's gone sideways since then. After giving a little bit back, it's up 35 points at 0.88, well 0.88% up. Looking at the S&P 500 today, and I mentioned the S&P 500 because Bitcoin is really very, very correlated to it. You can lay them over each other. You can hardly tell the difference most of the time. Apple up 4% today, looking incredible. Amazon up 2%, Tesla up 1.6%. But really, we do have a mix of kind of not totally positive, at least in the green here. It isn't like a nice, big, bright, super day for the market, but that's fine. Overall, the indice, I believe they call it indice, is up, and that's good enough. It's good for the crypto market. Now, something I cannot help but notice big time is that Bitcoin trading volume explicitly 10.7 billion, if I round it up. That's insane. That is insane Bitcoin trading volume. Even 5 would be good for today. 5 billion is 10 billion. That's massive. So Binance, 9.4 billion of that. Coinbase coming in at 658 million of that. So definitely that volume is on Binance. What is going on there? We'll definitely check out the longs and short bias there on Binance today. Looking at the top 100 alts and Bitcoin at 22,415. That is insane. You didn't expect that. I mean, all of a sudden, just bam. So Bitcoin on fire. In general, the top 100 are kind of a bit kicked in the butt because, Bitcoin pumps so much, tends to dump the alts. Of course, some alts will always run with it and run beyond it. Ravencoin, RVN, up 26% last 24 hours. I don't know why, but it's up. Good enough. Interesting. Nothing else particularly incredible to see. Solana up 6%. I'll take that. I like it. Monero up 4.5%. Crow up 6.3%. Anything else exciting? Radix, whatever that is, up 7.3%. XRD, the graph, whatever that is, GRT, up 9.4%. So in general, there we go. Pretty much not a very exciting day in the alt market, unless you were in Ravencoin. And other than that, it's just pretty much sideways, not a whole lot of action. But actually, that isn't really true. We have a lot of things that pump with Bitcoin and instantly gave it back. We'll take a look at that. Today is really quite a mixed up market, but with the S&P 500 positive, at least Bitcoin's running, even if it's crushing some of the alts initially because it really ran pretty good. I was hoping Ethereum would keep up with it, but so far, not so much. We'll take a look at that in a second. Looking at trading volume, all spot trading volume on the big exchanges, all way in the green. It's wonderful. So definitely all the exchanges are just screaming along. Trades are happening. Spot action is definitely taking place. Looking at a 7-day graph, as you can see, we are perking up. Looking at derivatives, basically longs and shorts with leverage on Binance. 50 is the hardly okay. 60 is really nice. 70, yes, awesome. 60 billion. Up 62% last 24 hours. So definitely we got longs and shorts with leverage on Binance looking pretty good. I like that. Looking at longs versus shorts on Binance, looking at blockchain whispers to see that 40% long, 59% short for Bitcoin. For Ethereum, 48% long, 51% short. So kind of pretty close there for Ethereum, but for Bitcoin, definitely it looks like the longers and the shorters are sort of hedging towards short for Bitcoin, and that would make sense because it has moved like crazy. It's hard to imagine it going much further without a retrace, but always remember, especially in crypto and in life, there ain't no top and there ain't no bottom. Anything can happen. Magic Poop Cannon, definitely an oracle of extreme turd wisdom. Mentioned today something very cool. After breaking down from a bear flag, 20K and the 2017 high, Bitcoin has rallied back up to the bottom of the bear flag, which is now precisely where the 50-day moving average is in blue. A failure here will confirm the bear flag. A breakthrough takes us to the 200 weekly moving average. So As you can see, I think he's looking at I think this would be a daily chart. We're back above the 200 on the daily. And as you can see, this bear flag. So we'll see how this plays out. It'd be nice to see Bitcoin not do the dramatic awfulness that he says is possible. So far today, it's not looking like it, but as always, beware. Hedge your bets. Always looking at the weekly chart, something which to me is very, very exciting. Weekly chart for Bitcoin. Looking at the MACD, it continues to be positive. It's moving towards the positive. A weekly MACD, when that's positive for Bitcoin, that's really, really rocking, especially when the daily matches. Daily is also now recently positive. So this is a lot of energons moving up. This white moving average here is a 200 moving average for Bitcoin on the weekly. And as you can see, we're crossing right now the 20 WMA, which doesn't tend to play a huge role really here on the weekly chart, but it has gotten above it where it's just starting to cross. We're starting to challenge that 200 weekly average pretty darn soon. And where's my weekly MA50? MA50 is way up here. So that's a bit of a distance for sure. Anyway, Bitcoin weekly chart, MACD is positive. We're moving up. Maybe we got out of that bear flag. And of course, also, yeah, MACD positive. Histogram is widening, as they say. We're crossing the 20 WMA. It's a nice moving average to kind of tell if you're bullish or bearish. It's the first one I look for to see it cross one way or the other to kind of get an idea where things are going. On the weekly, it's a pretty strong moving average, really. I shouldn't say it has nothing to do with the weekly. I just don't tend to use it for the weekly, but definitely we're getting above it. That 200 moving average is not too far away for the weekly, and the 200 moving average for the weekly is around 23,381. So definitely that's just a slight pump, and we could be over it. If we found support there, that would be a magical thing. Truly. Looking at the daily chart. The daily chart is beautiful. MACD is positive and moving up. I like that histogram is widening. We have crossed the 20 WMA back on the 9th of September, and now we are crossing the 50 moving average on the daily chart. Today, that's really, really wonderful. Of course, the 200 moving average for the daily is way up around 30,000, but okay, whatever. That's a ways away. It'd be amazing to be above that, but let's not get too greedy. Right now, we're crossing that 50 on the moving average for the daily chart for Bitcoin, and that is pretty darn spectacular. So this is a very, very powerful day. If we can keep support above that 50 moving average, it's going to be a good day, a very, very good day, and probably good things to come. Looking at the 45-minute chart, you can see, bam, we had an incredible breakout above the 200 moving average back on the 8th of September. Been moving up ever since with a bit of volatility. That is fine. I like looking at the 4-hour chart. I believe you can kind of see the institutional money coming in there because you can see it in these volume spikes. This is not buy sell. This is just pure volume. It's looking at whenever you see the yellow spikes here like that, definitely quite often could be allegedly, I'm just saying, institutional money making that happen. So you can see definitely the institutional money came in this morning and decided to push, well, not this morning, it came in back on the 9th of September, decided to start pushing this thing up hard. Candles by Sam showed up. The candles turned blue, which means they're all in consecutive one direction, which is up. This is a wonderful thing. We broke the 200 moving average in the 4-hour chart, even the 314 moving average. We're finding support above that. This is very, very strong. All the indicators look good. Are they a little bit stressed out? Hard to really tell. Let's see what happens. Bitcoin looking really, really strong. Let's go to the 45-minute chart, and we can see basically it looks the same. We'll just pull some data in here, and let's see what happens. We had a beautiful break above the 200 moving average. Got some blue diamond merit badge going on there. So we broke above the 200 and the 314 within 2 to 3 candles. That's wonderful. You can kind of see some nice big volume spikes pushing it up. It's been pushing the top of the RSI, but not too hard. It's just been a beautiful uptrend. Let's see how it goes. Right now, looking at all these indicators, we definitely most likely are headed for a continuation moving up. It's a very, very strong chart. Love seeing it. Ethereum, unfortunately, has not shown up for work yet. Now, looking at this, we had this beautiful uptrend, but of course we broke out of it back on 11th of September. I really didn't honestly expect that. I thought we were looking pretty good. Indicators were looking pretty good, But anyway, right now it seems like it's pretty much battling with this resistance here to continue pumping at around 17,770 or 17,080. So right now we definitely have had some volatility. You can see if I go to, I'm going to go here to the 4-hour candles. Looking at the 4-hour candle, you can definitely see This, as I like to think, institutional money probably was pushing it down and pushing it down and pushing it up, pushing it down, pushing it up. They probably had a little conference call going, and they sort of coordinated and made some money there. I mean, if you were buying and selling the top and bottom there, you'd be in there selling the top, buying the bottom. You'd be making some money right now, for sure. So right now we have these beautiful candles by Sam, all turned blue. That's very, very positive. I like that. We're moving up. We crossed the 314. We crossed the 200 moving average in the 4-hour chart. The thing is, we're finding some resistance here, kind of at where the top of the RSI cave was. But in general, we do have a blue diamond merit badge, which shows that we crossed the 200 and 314 within 2 to 3 candles. That's very, very bullish. We're getting a retrace today. Indicators don't look too bad. They kind of look on a 4-hour chart like maybe it's time to continue. We shall see. A 4-hour bounce would be great for the for Ethereum versus USDT. I think that'd be a spiffy thing. I think it very well could happen. Maybe we'll see that. If we don't see that, it'd be very surprising, especially with the whole idea of the upgrade coming, as it always is. Buy the rumor, sell the news. Also, I have heard some pretty strong conjecture, or I should say opinion, by people that like 2 or 3 days after the merge, I should say after the upgrade, once we know it works, lots of money on the sidelines are going to bam pile into Ethereum. So you have an Ethereum position and recently you're not too happy with the performance, just wait. I would be surprised if we didn't get a 200 moving average, I should say, bounce, which is the white moving average around 16,090. I'm sorry, 1,690 is where I'd expect to see that bounce. I think we're starting to slow the velocity right now of this little bit of a dump that we had. So never fear. I think this is going to probably bounce off there. And if we can kind of stay healthy, stay above this 200 moving average on the 4-hour chart until I think like 2.5 more days when we have the merge, the upgrade. Let that day come and go. Let it prove that, hopefully, we'll say that it is working. All is good. I think we're going to see institutional money explode Ethereum. Not financial advice, just conjecture, just what I'm thinking out loud. But personally, I'm kind of watching, got money on the sidelines. I have a slight position in Ethereum right now, and we'll see how it goes. I'm going to keep riding it as long as it stays green. I'm in the green right now, got a trailing take profit. So we'll see how it goes. I would like to I think we really could see, like I say, just my opinion, high octane speculation here. I think we really could see a blast back to previous all-time highs for Ethereum. Just let the institutional money and the whales of other types know that the upgrade worked, and they're going to be staking Ethereum, etc. It's going to be grand. So I think many platforms that are developing on Ethereum will have the confidence to do their upgrades and also to continue using Ethereum. This needs to work, or Ethereum's pretty much done. And then I hope you have a position in Solana, because that will probably be the new hotness as far as everything, as far as replacing Ethereum. So, and also with the upgrade happening, it's something to think about. Do you really want your money in Ethereum right now? If you are in Ethereum and they're doing the upgrade, just be sure that you just think about hedging, play it safe, because what if it goes totally friggin' wrong? Just something to think about. All right, with that said, Ethereum once again versus USDT here in the 45-minute chart, you can see it's kind of hitting a ceiling. It's losing some velocity in the 4-hour chart. Still looks strong. 45-minute chart, shorter time frame, looking a little. It's just not looking too spiffy. But I would say we're above the 200 moving average. In worst case, I would really expect a 200 moving average bounce in the 4-hour or the 45 minute. 45 minutes at 16,700. I'm sorry, 1678. So 1,678 is where I might expect to see a bounce if it continues going down. But it does look like it's kind of turning around. It just doesn't have a lot of energons right now. Definitely hit a ceiling, got rejected. On the 4-hour charts, that here the 200 moving average is like 1680. 4-hour chart, it is like 1680. Let's just call it that, 1680, 1690. Definitely, to me, expected bounce points. If it doesn't, well, that just kind of sucks, but we'll see how it rolls. RVN, it's insane. You can see a lot of these situations here where the candles by Sam are showing beautiful upwards, serious energy in upward candle bursts here. We're seeing 2 in a row. This is really kind of a wonderful thing. I like what I'm seeing. So Ravencoin, don't know why, but in the 45-minute chart, you can see it is just hitting new plateaus and kind of holding them. So right now we're not too far from the moving 8 after a pump. Indicators all look pretty darn strong. Myself, I'm going to wait for, I may even hop in an RVN because I truly believe it's a great coin, a great project. I think the world's kind of opening up for it. I think the legit tokenization of assets, and maybe even getting into the NFT world, could I could see an RVN, platform or NFTs using RVN as a platform like that could even rival like what was happening in Solana. That's just my uneducated guess, but definitely, if nothing else, tokenization of assets, I think RVN is like the machine for that. So, and it's mineable, GPU only, as last time I checked, which helps smaller guys actually get into mining and make some money. It doesn't just simply belong to the ASIC world. So with that said, RVN, Ravencoin versus USDT, this thing is moving. I myself am going to wait for a bit of a retrace. I kind of expect it to do something like this as it pumped up, came down, pumped up. I kind of imagine it's going to sort of pump, a little bit of a retrace there and move back up. Let's see how it goes. Got to watch. Definitely one thing I can say is looking at my insane idea of the institutional money. Here in the 4-hour chart, I think you always see institutional money coming in with the yellow and the red candles. That's massive. So you can see they're definitely pushing it where they want it. This 4-hour chart is really, really strong. The 4-hour chart, especially where it's so far from the moving 8, this red moving average here, I think we're going to return to that. And I think you can kind of get an idea of where we'll retrace and then continue moving up, or just or give it up and give it all back. But I think we're kind of on a pretty darn good uptrend here. So I would just say, maybe coming back down to like the 90 moving average, which is what this yellow one here is. Maybe they're there. Anyway, hard to tell. Keep an eye on it. Something that you could do is do a Fib retracement, kind of from when we started pumping back here, kind of get an idea of where it's at, just watch it. I'm not sure what to make of it right now, but to me, it's a little bit overextended. I'm going to continue watching it. Maybe if it does a little bit of a retrace, maybe like if it's kind of getting flaccid here, if it goes to 236, and that's not exciting. 382, it's not too exciting, especially to the 50. Gosh, even when it went back to the 618 moving average and visited around the 200 moving average right now, where that's at, and then started moving up again, that'd be very exciting. But I'd even settle for like a 382 bounce. That would actually be good. So do a Fib, watch it, see what it does. I'm watching it. I definitely think Ravencoin might be a badass move. I could see. I think it's maxed. I think its all-time high was around 1,000 sats, and right now we're well above that. Sorry, never mind. That was dumb. Sorry. That's an old all-time high back when I was mining it. I had a garage full of GPUs just friggin' rocking on Ravencoin. Back in the day when you could actually mine it. Right now the difficulty is off the charts because it's mined by a lot of pros. So anyway, Terra Classic, LUNC versus USDT. Last week it was a huge player. But around the 9th of September, it started to give it up. Could not hold the 200 moving average, and now it's kind of. I'm just wondering, kind of what I'm looking at here is possibly Terra Classic is sort of revisiting here, where we have some previous kind of support and resistance actually. So this might be kind of a logical spot. Definitely saw some big volume come in and push the sucker down. Definitely some serious sell-off. So it's lost the 200 moving average and the 314 moving average on the 45-minute chart, and everything's gone potty. I do think Terra LUNC basically is probably going to be a mover. Just looking at what's going on with it, and I forget what's going on with it. Binance is using it for something. There's also Luna 2 or something like that, which is doing quite well. But anyway, let's look at a 4-hour chart for this guy also. 4-hour chart, you can see, maybe this is bounce time on the 4-hour chart. 4-hour chart, you can definitely see big money has been, pushing this thing. But right now we're definitely on a downturn. I would just watch, especially the 4-hour chart, watch for this thing to turn up. Especially I would watch on the 45-minute chart. Watch for, you can find the Madrid ribbons over there on BitcoinDailyView.com. Just search for Madrid. You'll see it. Right now, the Madrid ribbons, that's all these EMAs. And you can look at the indicator and see what EMAs those are. They're all red right now. I might wait until I see an uptrend here. Maybe also see if I see what would kind of give me confidence in this to get back in would be Starting to move up. You're going to find a little bit of resistance here at the 314. Get past that. I don't really like playing within the 200 and the 314. So let it challenge 200 and let it break, find support, keep going. Really, when I start feeling confident there, somewhere around, probably, sorry guys, it's not working. Anyway, there we go. I want yellow. Probably somewhere around here when that 200 moving average break above starts to be confirmed. That's when I will probably hop back into this thing. Anyway, there you go. Sorry. I don't know if I'm low energy today or just the market's low energy, but I mean, not a whole lot going on. Anyway, this guy, I'm watching Lunacy. I think definitely we could see some serious energy here. So I'm just keep an eye on it. This definitely might be an alt that serves us well when it starts to run again. But so far, especially over the weekend and today, it's just giving it back. But I think we're starting to find some solidity at previous support and resistance. We're seeing some serious institutional money. I think personally is what pushed it down. So we'll see. I think I don't think it's over for Lunacy yet. This is something I'm seeing a lot of alts doing. One USDT. Here's the 45-minute chart. You can see candles by Sam showed a continuous positive amount of candles. Got a turnaround at the top. Then, of course, when they're yellow, that's Sam, candles by Sam, showing you that we're seeing good, serious downwards velocity. Now we're sideways. I had looked at a bunch of coins today that did this. They ran with Bitcoin this morning, and they gave most of it back. So, they gave it all back. But if we do look at Fib Retracement, not a bad idea. Look at that. Look at this little run here, and where is it at? We're coming down to that 0.50. So basically, if we look at this a little closely here, like with the Fib Retracement, you can see we ran, and we of course started giving it back, but we're kind of finding support and making a move back up around the 0.5 fib level. That's a very logical, very powerful place to do it. We're back at one, we're kind of atoned with the 8 moving average here, still above the 200 moving average. The indicators in general are not that bad. I think we could definitely see a move up from here. So I'm watching this one. One versus USDT might be one that I definitely hop into if it continues back up. I'm going to wait for the ADX to get just about, right now it's at 20. I'm going to wait for it to cross the I call it the heartbeat, the middle here, and watch some directional index candles start to grow towards the green. Squeeze indicators looking good. SMU binary candles is good. KRI needs to tick up a little bit more for me. Stochastic RSI is definitely in the right spot. So there's definitely could be one to party with, one versus USDT, if you have confidence in that. OMG versus USDT. How these, you could kind of see its pump coming here with all these blue diamond merit badges. It's been moving up. It really cranked with Bitcoin this morning, but it also pretty much gave all that back. So it's hard to even tell where this guy's at right now. But I saw this quite a lot this morning. Pump with Bitcoin and give it all back real quickly. But it did hold the 200 moving average. It's still above that in the 45-minute chart. We're starting to see some upwards movement in the candles. And in general, these indicators look like they could be about time to turn up. The KRI needs to get back in the green, but it's moving up. Stochastic RSI is in the right spot. Squeeze indicator at still negative. Wait for that to turn positive and get some green candles. Directional index stayed in the green. ADX needs to get above 20 or 25. It's at 15 right now. Also you can see right here with the volume, it's pretty much blue, means pretty much nothing. And oftentimes after the super whales do really put some serious volume into it, the blue candles mean they're just letting it sit there. They figure the market will take it in some direction or the other. Right now, maybe that's up. So keep an eye on it. If you like OMG, it could be it's had a nice, beautiful gradual move up, and we could see continuation of that. But right now, I ain't sure about nothing. Ethereum Merge. If you Google Ethereum Merge right now, it's kind of fun. They have a countdown. So 2 days, 7 hours, and 42 minutes. That's just kind of nice. Like I say, Google Ethereum Merge. You'll get a time frame. I like that. Pretty fun. It made Google made a little widgety thing for it. That's pretty darn cool. Volatility this week. 3 major events of volatility. They may or may not really prove to be volatile. Okay. The Ethereum Merge, I personally only think that's going to bother Ethereum. But then again, if you think about it, a lot of things run on Ethereum. So, big freaking deal. I mean, it's going to probably get some speculative asset people out. Like, it wouldn't surprise me if Solana dumped on that move. Like I say, no, Solana would not dump on it. But anything that runs on Ethereum, like what doesn't? So many things run this blockchain. So if you are invested in something that runs on the Ethereum blockchain, and it's, like I say, just pay attention, because it's either going to work and things are going to start to hit Lambo mode like Ethereum will, and a lot of things that run on it that have confidence to do their upgrades, etc., are going to start moving up. But really, we need about a day or two after the Ethereum upgrade to actually see if it happens. If it stays solid, big money is going to roll in. I think high octane speculation. All right, so be careful. Ethereum Merge is going to make this week a little bit crazy as that gets closer. Consumer price index, yes, we shall see how that rolls. We'll see. If they're okay, the market will continue up. If they suck, the market will probably take a hit, and Bitcoin and the crypto market will follow it. Mt. Gox creditor claim deadline. I tried to read this, I couldn't. It's just so damn boring. Whatever, Mt. Gox. I'm just going to say, who cares? No one even pays attention anymore. And I don't even quite see what this is about. A claim deadline. It's just making a claim. They're not actually paying out any money. So that one probably won't happen. Watch out for the Ethereum Merge. Watch out for the CPI numbers here in the US, because if they're negative, we'll see the indexes down, then we'll see the crypto market down. So with that said, Bitcoin's looking pretty good. I think once Bitcoin gets out of pure mad pump mode, starts to go sideways a little bit, we'll see the alts start to really get fire breathing. So definitely hedge your bets there if you want. I do think that I think Ethereum's going to be a great one to be sitting in, except for the merge. Careful about that. RVN very well might continue up. God, I wish I had gotten in this like way back here at the 200 moving average cross. Would have been a great place to get in. With that said, looking for a good entry there. Lund C probably going to start moving up again. I like it. One by making a .5 fib bounce, that'd be a sweet one. I'm watching it. Not quite ready yet though. OMG. Not quite ready yet. So I'm letting some things mature, especially with the Ethereum Merge this week. I'm only really going to play super safe bets. My only trade I'm really in right now is I got a slight trade in Ethereum that I'm keeping in the green. It'll try and take profit out if it goes negative. I kind of want to catch that. Maybe sell, buy the rumor, sell the news. Maybe we'll start pumping before the merge, or upgrade, as I'm kind of calling it. Anyway, I'm just going to babble on. It's a beautiful day. I bought some Ravencoin at Binance last night. Yes, smart man. Jordan knows what's going on. I bought some Ravencoin at Binance last night. So if you bought that last night, you are in pure friggin' Lambo mode right now then, because Ravencoin is just friggin' rocking. You probably caught some of this. Woo, man. With Jordan saying that, he probably is the whale that actually pushed this thing up last night. So, all right. Anyway, for every Bitcoin Satoshi you own, a piece of shit globalist cries. And right now, they're making a lot of headway. So let's definitely hit them where it hurts in the Bitcoins. So stack those sats. Make the globalist cry. I'll talk to you later.